A unique benefit of Riot Energy silver-zinc batteries is that they are 100% recyclable. The road to recycling the batteries starts at a precious metal refinery such as Gannon & Scott. The recycling process for our batteries is relatively simple versus other types of batteries. The first step in the process is called thermal reduction. The batteries are put in a burn chamber and heated to around 800 degrees Fahrenheit. This causes them to open up, separating the inner silver oxide and zinc from the outer caps.
The material is screened so that we can separate the powders from the metal cans, and the cans can then go off to be recycled by a traditional ferrous metal recycling stream, and the powders we will then further process by melting into ingots.
The thermally reduced powder then goes into a melter, where it's melted down at even higher temperatures around 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. The oxygen in the silver oxide burns off, leaving behind a fine silver that's poured into ingots. These ingots are sent to a refinery to be reused. They can be turned into silver grain, which is then turned into silver bars and other silver objects. During the melt process, the zinc and other materials in the batteries turn into a white fume that collects in a dust collector.
When that material is sent to a smelter, they ultimately will have some byproducts as well, and most of those products tend to be stabilized into road bedding material or concrete or some other kind of aggregate product.
Ingots and powders are all that is produced from this recycling process. There is no hazardous waste. At a facility like Gannon & Scott, electronic devices don't always come cleanly disassembled, and this can be problematic for batteries that are not silver-zinc.
This is an example of a computer board, a traditional motherboard that would have a battery that's embedded on it. This is a lithium-ion battery. And when a dismantler receives a board like this, they really have to be sure to pull out that battery. It can cause a fire. Oftentimes these batteries are regulated by authorities depending on what state you're in, and oftentimes this becomes a universal waste product for that dismantler or recycler. The clear benefit to recycling the Riot Energy batteries is the fact that they're made out of silver oxide. Silver is one of the target metals that you would inherently want to reclaim from electronic materials, along with gold and palladium and copper. The problem with competing battery technologies is they can't be recovered in the process. They either have to be removed up front and become a waste byproduct that dismantlers have to deal with, or they get consumed and lost in the recycling process.
Riot Energy strives to minimize the negative impact of batteries, and recycling is just one way we are working to achieve this goal.